Today I'm going to talk about Roth IRA early retirement, how to get there a little bit faster. If this is your first time at our channel or you haven't subscribed, click on the subscribe button at the bottom. My name is Travis Sickle, certified financial planner with Sickle Hunter Financial Advisors. The Roth IRA is a fantastic retirement tool. It's been called the Swiss Army knife of retirement plans for good reason. There's a lot that you can do with it. The Roth IRA, the individual retirement, and then comes out tax-free. So all the growth is not taxed at all when you pull it out in retirement. But what if you want to retire a little bit earlier and don't want to wait until age 59 and a half to have access to your retirement dollars? What can you do? Well, the Roth IRA is a great savings vehicle and a great retirement account to get you there. Here's how it works. First, let's talk about the contribution limits. We can put up to $5,500 in 2018 into a Roth IRA. And if you're 50 or older, you can put an additional $1,000 as a catch-up contribution. And that brings the total to $6,500. So depending on your age, it's either $5,500 or $6,500. The Roth IRA does have contribution limits. If you're single, it's at $120,000. So the phase out starts at $120,000 and goes up to $135,000. If you're married filing jointly, it's at $189,000. So this is how you can contribute directly to a Roth IRA if you make less than those income limits. But don't let that trip you up, because you can also contribute with a backdoor Roth or a Roth conversion. So there's most likely a solution to get money into a Roth IRA, no matter what your income limit is. You just have to find the right strategy to get it into the Roth IRA. So that's the basics of a Roth IRA. Now let's talk about how we can access these dollars earlier than age 59 and a half. The first way, or the non-retirement way, is to take up to $10,000 out of the Roth IRA. But there's a caveat. You have to have the Roth IRA open for at least 5 years. So here is a quick tip. Open your Roth IRA today, fund it with whatever you can, and it will start that 5-year clock. You don't have to have the full $10,000 in the Roth IRA in order to get this money out. So that means if you put in $50 or $100 into a Roth IRA today, and in 4 years from now, put the rest of the $10,000 in there. So in 4 years and 364 days, you fund it. That following day, you could take it all out tax-free because you've met that 5-year requirement. But that money has to be used for a first-time home purchase. And that's a lifetime limit, so you can't take $10,000 for each home purchase, just the first home purchase. But that doesn't help us with retirement. Well, when we're looking at the Roth IRA, anything we put into a Roth IRA is called principal, or contributions. And those contributions, or the principal, can come out at any time. So if you wanted to take out the following week, you could, or 5 years, or for retirement, an early retirement. So that's one way that we can get that money out sooner. So let's talk about what principal is. Principal is what you put into the Roth IRA. All the growth will have to stay there until age 59 and a half, so we don't get that 10% early withdrawal penalty. So you have your growth piece and you have the principal. So the principal is what you could take out earlier, and you can leave the growth until 59 and a half when you can take out the rest of it. Or you can leave it there and let it grow as long as you'd like. As an early retirement solution, the Roth IRA works very well if you're also using this 72T rule, which I'll put the link in the bottom so you can see how that rule works. But it works really well if you're trying to control your taxable situation and get to retirement. You could use the Roth IRA and a traditional IRA, or your 401k, 403b, whatever other retirement plan you have, to make an early retirement strategy work for you. So you don't have to wait until 59 and a half in order to retire, so you don't have those penalties. So using the Roth IRA could be a great strategy as an early retirement vehicle to help you bridge the gap. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe and leave your comments down at the bottom.